Hello, fans, and welcome to edition number 4 of American Hockey League coverage of your Hershey Bears in Roaring on the Road, presented by Travel Champs. I'm Scott Stuccio. In this edition, a current Bears assistant coach heads back to his old skating grounds. A former Bears assistant coach has his team in first place. A former Bears fan favorite coaches against Hershey, and 2 current Bears go back to face their former team. For the Bears, it's time for them to take another weekend in New England. The second in a series of 3-3s will take the club to New Hampshire for a pair of games against the Manchester Monarchs, the top AHL developmental affiliate of the NHL's defending Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings. It can be said that the Monarchs are off to a slow start in 2014-15, but not record-wise. The club has played a league-low 5 games over the past 3 weeks, winning 3 and dropping 2. And despite the Monarchs having such a light schedule, the club will already face its 3rd East Division opponent in Hershey this weekend. Friday night continues a string of 6 consecutive games at home, and the Monarchs will be looking to satisfy their home fans as the club defeated the Portland Pirates by a 5-2 count last Friday, but lost big to the Providence Bruins one night later, coming up empty in a 5-0 defeat. Manchester is led by a good man, fantastic coach, and Bears fan favorite. Hershey's all-time penalty minute leader, Mike Stuthers, a past candidate for bench boss in his old home base, will certainly be visiting with members of Hershey's longtime staff on this upcoming trip. Stuthers spent 1,519 minutes in the Bears' sin bin in his career, but as always is the case with the tough guys, countered his fierce on-ice play with a down-to-earth demeanor to everyone he knew. Stuthers also guided the Bears as assistant coach from 1994 to 1996, the start of his long coaching resume. Manchester usually carries a mostly young squad, yet is one of the league's perennial contenders and best teams at developing its players for time on the NHL West Coast. Los Angeles boasts former Monarchs all-star forward Tyler Toffoli, forward Jordan Nolan, Tanner Pearson, defenseman and 2014 overtime hero Alec Martinez, and Conn Smythe winning goaltender Jonathan Quick. This season in the Granite State, a former junior teammate of Garrett Mitchell is once again at the top of the Monarchs scoring leaderboard. Jordan Wheel, a 2010 third-round selection, is off and running with 6 points in the 5 games played, while forward Brian O'Neill, an undrafted Yale University signing and 26-goal scorer last year, is just 1 point behind. Every team has its veterans, however, and Manchester has a good combination of talent in that category. Former Bears defenseman and Washington's 2004 first-round pick Jeff Schultz, whose name was requested by Los Angeles to be included in the Stanley Cup engraving, has 2 goals already in the young season. And David Vandergulik, a Calgary Flames draft pick who has spent the last several years in the Colorado Avalanche organization, is the biggest veteran goal-scoring threat, having lit the lamp 112 times in his pro career. The Bears will play the Monarchs on Friday at 7 and Sunday at 3, giving Bears assistant coach Ryan Murphy plenty of time to reminisce. A Los Angeles draft selection himself from back in 2002, Murphy spent parts of 4 seasons with the Monarchs and 1 with former Hershey head coach Bruce Boudreau. Sandwiched in between the 2 Manchester games will be the first of 4 against the Worcester Sharks on Saturday. Another homecoming of sorts and a chance to see a former coach as well. The Sharks enter the 4th week of the season tied at the top of the Atlantic Division with 4 wins in their 7 games. After rattling off 3 consecutive victories to start the season, the Sharks have faltered a bit, dropping 3 of their last 4, all on home ice. Saturday's tilt with the Bears will be Worcester's last of a 6-game homestand, so expect a team hungry for a home win. Veteran tough guy Michael Haley, an 8th-year pro, is tied with San Jose's 2010 draft selection Freddie Hamilton and Swedish pro Melker Karlsson for the team scoring lead with 6 points. The Bears will have their work cut out for them in defending this club, as the team, usually known for toughness, is also spreading the scoring wealth around. 16 players on the Sharks roster have put up at least 2 points, with 12 having posted 3 or more. Goaltending is also a strong suit for the Sharks. Troy Grosnick, a former Union College standout, is 1-1 with a 2.45 goals against average and .907 save percentage in his short career against Hershey. Bears defenseman Mike Moore probably knows the Sharks better than anyone. The Calgary native spent 5 seasons in Central Massachusetts, 2 as team captain, and won the club's Man of the Year honors for his community work in back-to-back seasons. Forward Tim Kennedy also wore the teal, black, and white as a teammate of Moore's in 2011-12. a season in which the forward scored twice against Hershey in the opponent's 2-game regular season series. The last tie within these two clubs will be on the opposing bench. Serving as Hershey's assistant coach in 2013-14, Ryan Muginel was tapped in the offseason to assist the league's longest tenured bench boss, Roy Sommer. Muginel runs a penalty kill that has the Sharks tied with Hershey for 8th best in the league and has a defense core committed to helping out offensively. 5 of the Sharks' 7 rostered blue liners have 10 or more shots on goal, 1 goal each, and 2 or more points each. Believe it or not, this weekend is going to feature the last overnight stay for the Bears anywhere until early in calendar year 2015. The Bears will play the Manchester Monarchs on Friday at 7 p.m. with pregame airing at 6:20. Face-off against the Worcester Sharks on Saturday from DCU Center, also at 7 p.m. and a 6:20 pregame. Back to Verizon Wireless Arena we go for a Sunday rematch with the Monarchs, 3 p.m. face-off, 2:20 pregame. If the Bears can put up a good number of points on this trip, things are going to be looking up with less travel and more contests back in the comfort of the den. Thanks for watching Roaring on the Road, presented by Travel Champs. We'll talk to you this weekend from New England. I'm Scott Stuccio.